Welcome back to Marketplace Midweek on your favorite small automotive YouTube channel, Evo Auto. That's EYVO Auto for enhancing your vehicle ownership. Again, I'm Nate, and this is Marketplace Midweek, where I look for and at and react to cars on the Facebook Marketplace and other various platforms. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Idaho. I hope you guys are doing great. I had a super cool video planned to film for you guys today, and it chose today to snow. Yes, it has been melting. It's been super muddy outside. It's been super warm. It is springtime, but it is snowing once again. I'm going to throw a picture up right now for you guys to see what I am talking about, and maybe if it quits snowing, start training again, I'll go outside and get that video filmed for you guys. I have a new project car coming to the channel very soon for you guys, in a back-to-back series of what you can do to make the car that you just bought or that you've had for a while feel like a new car again. Wow, excuse me, I am just struggling. What you can do to make your car feel new again, and some simple tune-up techniques or simple tune-up measures that I have learned to keep your car running great over the next few years. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and watch for my regularly scheduled program. With that said, let's get back to Marketplace Midweek. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over to my internet browser here. I'll put myself up in the corner. And today we are actually going to KSL. In my opinion, KSL is one of the best sites to find a car if you are actually looking to buy one. It's not as entertaining as the Facebook Marketplace. You don't get the variety of owners on KSL like you do on the Facebook Marketplace, but since I am looking for a car, we're going to go and jump over to KSL and look at some possible vehicles for myself to drive to work. I'm going to look for anything newer than 2004, and we're going to see what they've got for around $2,000. We'll use the filters here and hit search. Alright, so the first thing that I'm seeing here is CJ's Premier Auto. If you guys spend a lot of time on KSL, there are a lot of cars from CJ's Premier Auto, and Corey actually bought his first car from CJ's. So can you find something good from CJ's? Yes. You're probably not going to end up looking at or getting what you think that you're looking at or getting when you go to CJ's, but you know, they might have some good vehicles there. He put a lot of miles on his. Here's a 2005 Nissan Armada SE. Now, I don't want anything this big. Obviously, I want something that's great on gas mileage, better than the Hyundai or the Audi, and definitely better than the truck. But if you're looking for a SUV, look again, CJ's Premier Auto's got you covered with this Nissan Armada. They do a good job of taking pictures. Now, I think they get most of their cars from auctions or something like that, because they're not always in the best of condition, but you know, this one doesn't look too bad. 220,000 miles for $3,000 fully loaded. So you know, you can pick up some cheap SUVs if you guys are looking for an off-roader or for something like that. I should have specified sedan in here, but this is the first car that actually pops up. 2005 Honda Civic DX. Not sure what the DX stands for. It's only got 177,000 miles. Selling because we gave into a minivan. Well kept for its age, battery and alternator replaced. So they've done some work. It's been being maintained the last little while. And here we are. It's a nice Honda Civic DX for, what was it, $2,000? Yep, $2,000. You know, this is actually probably a really, really good buy. The car looks super, super clean. So if I was going to go for a car on KSL just like this, under $2,000, first impression right here, that's a pretty good car. Of course, you'd have to go and drive it. You'd have to go test drive it and actually see what that car is about. See if it's something that would actually work pretty good for a commuter car. Radio does not work. So, I mean, there's a few things that do need fixed or repaired on this car. Let's go back and check out some of our other options here on KSL. Alright, back here onto KSL. The next row, quite a few cars. I was expecting to see several cars like this 2004 Malibu. KSL is a spot to find cheap cars that have been wrecked or broken, or project vehicles as well. It's probably one of the best platforms to look for project vehicles. Here's a 900 2008 Acura TL. Looks like it's been in a little bit of an accident. I'm actually interested in something like this, something that I could repair and get a much newer car with lower miles on it for a lot cheaper. Now the car looks good right from this side, but let's see the extent of the damage. You can see that it is pretty bad. This whole quarter panel would have to be replaced. The whole bumper would have to be replaced, headlights, and that stuff is not cheap. I made the mistake of buying the Audi with a bad bumper, wrecked like that. Yeah, that is a rarer car. It's harder to find parts for and more expensive. But you know, an Acura is really kind of in the same boat. They're going to be expensive, and you never know if this rim's bent or not. I mean, it looks like the tire's holding air, so maybe that wasn't actually involved in the accident. And they're also missing a trunk and a back end, so you can tell that this car would be quite an expensive fix. But for $900 and being a 2008, if it runs and drives okay, a project car like this would be really actually a good buy. 188,000 miles, $900. Even if you put $2,000 into it, you know, you probably have a $3,500 car by the time you're done. So KSL is interesting for that, project cars as well. Now, I don't really want to pick up another project car. I'm willing to do it if I can get something like that for a really, really good buy that's super nice. But I want something that I can drive right away. An example of that is this 2005 Nissan Sentra. Of course, Nissans, Toyotas, Toyota Camrys, Honda Accords, those kind of vehicles, or these kind of vehicles, really are awesome commuter vehicles. They get great gas mileage. They're cheap cars. They're so easy to maintain, and they never break down. So this is probably something more to the effect that I'm looking for. I love driving my Audi. It's unique. It's super quick. It's super fun to drive. It's so powerful, and this Nissan Sentra is none of those, but it is something that would definitely make my wallet much happier than the Audi, hence the reason that I am actually looking for a commuter car like this. So if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and drop those in the comments below. Here's a 2007 Audi A4. I have to look at it. You guys know I'm an Audi fan. $1,700, 142,000 miles. I'm sure there's some problems with it. Let's see. Works, drives well, but brings turbo. It only has a small problem. I think the gasoline pump, only when the tank is full of gasoline, does not want to start. Okay, so that doesn't make much sense, but it sounds like possibly the fuel pump is bad. This is one of those things that you would have to be able to go check out. There's some damage on the car. It's a 2007, so it's pretty nice on the inside. Obviously, they've got a radar detector. Someone's loving that 4-cylinder turbo. I would like a car like this. Do I want another Project Audi? No, probably not. And I don't know that I'd recommend buying an Audi unless it was the all-wheel drive model, which are so much better in snow and ice and not as good on gas mileage. But, you know, there's trade-offs to every vehicle. So coming to an end of this midweek marketplace, let's go ahead and take a look at this 2005 Volvo Cross Country 90, $1,300, 230,000 miles. Again, at CJ's Premier Auto in Salt Lake City. I considered buying, not this model, I considered buying the smaller one. I'm not sure what they call it. I don't know if it's the XC30 or something like that. But it's a wagon. This one's an SUV. I did think about bringing a Volvo onto the channel at one point. What do you guys think? Is a Volvo still up for consideration? Is it something that I should get? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, subscribe to the channel for more Marketplace Midweek and regularly scheduled programming like the project vehicle that I have coming especially for you guys. I hope you guys are doing great, and I'll catch you in the next video.